Everyone believes the flail was the ultimate medieval terror. A wooden handle swinging a chain with a spiked ball, it looks unstoppable. Movies show knights tearing through lines of infantry with effortless arcs, crushing helmets and bones alike. Comic books, reenactments, and video games all reinforce this image. The flail is chaotic, unpredictable, and lethal, a weapon designed to bypass armor with sheer momentum. It feels obvious, doesn't it? The ball swings around obstacles. It can strike over shields. It looks powerful. What soldier would not want such a weapon in the heat of battle? But medieval combat didn't work that way. The flail is simple in design, a short wooden haft, roughly 2 to 3 feet long, attached to a chain of iron links, ending in a ball or spiked mass of iron. Some versions had multiple chains, each swinging independently. The idea is straightforward: generate rotational force, let momentum drive the ball into armor or flesh. But the devil is in the mechanics. Chains are flexible. They don't follow precise trajectories. The user must swing, wait for the arc to complete, then recover before the next strike. Every movement is slower than a solid mace or hammer, every strike less controllable than a sword. Battlefields amplify these weaknesses. Imagine a formation of spearmen, shields braced, ranks moving in tight cohesion. Combat is chaotic, sweaty, and deadly. Soldiers are packed shoulder to shoulder. Fatigue sets in quickly. One misjudged swing can strike a comrade. Momentum doesn't stop at a friend's armor. Terrain shifts underfoot. Mud, uneven stones, or slopes throw off timing. The risk is real. You are not just fighting the enemy, you are fighting physics. And physics doesn't care about legend. Picture this: you grip the haft, your arms tense, your feet braced. You swing the ball in a wide arc. The chain extends fully. Momentum carries it forward. You aim for the back of an enemy's helmet. The ball hits, and bounces. The impact is diffuse. Because the chain flexes, force disperses across the links. Some energy transfers to the target. Some energy is lost to lateral swing. The ball ricochets unpredictably. You overcompensate. Your follow-up strike misses, leaving you exposed. Now imagine this on a crowded battlefield. Your comrade's shield is 5 feet away. The ball snaps past, grazing their shoulder. They stagger. Another swing, and the chain wraps around your own arm. You struggle to disentangle it. One moment, the flail seems a weapon of raw power. The next, it is a liability. Think about the physics of rotation. A spiked ball of 4 to 6 pounds at the end of a 2-foot chain rotates at speeds of 15 to 20 miles per hour with moderate effort. That sounds fast, but controlling the arc, stopping it, redirecting it, that is exhausting. You cannot maintain this rhythm for long. Recovery is slow. Accuracy is low. Heavy armor compounds the problem. Plate armor and mail distribute impact. A swinging flail may glance off a helmet or chest plate without effect. It cannot penetrate with consistency. It excels at terror, not efficiency. The myth collapses here. The weapon looks lethal, but in trained formations, it rarely achieves decisive damage. The flail's very design, flexible, swinging, momentum-driven, makes it unsuitable for tight ranks. Spears, swords, and maces maintain predictable arcs. Shields can intercept cleanly. The flail cannot. If you find this kind of myth-free medieval history as fascinating as we do, consider subscribing to Arms and Impact. ANI exists to explain how weapons and armor really worked, not how movies portray them. What this forced fighters to do was limit the flail to specialized roles. Mounted knights occasionally used short chain flails for shock strikes in open fields. Foot soldiers might use short-handled versions in duels or skirmishes where space allowed for wide swings. The real solution wasn't more force, it was smarter use. Maces, warhammers, and polearms became preferred in formation fighting because they combined mass, control, and repeatable strikes. Flails survived in folklore and tournaments, where spectacle mattered more than precision. Some fighters adapted by modifying the chain length, reducing the spiked mass, or practicing synchronized swings to avoid self-injury. Yet these adaptations never overcame the fundamental constraints: unpredictability, slow recovery, and friendly force risk. The myth persists because the flail looks deadly. Movies, video games, and reenactments favor drama over accuracy. We see the spinning ball and instinctively believe it is unstoppable. The real historical truth is simpler: flails were rarely used in actual medieval armies. They were dangerous to the user, difficult to control, and ineffective against disciplined formations. Spectacle does not equal effectiveness. Understanding this matters because it shows how reality and legend diverge. Weapons succeed or fail not because of how terrifying they appear, but because of physics, mechanics, and battlefield constraints. If this changed how you see medieval weapons, hit like. Subscribe for more evidence-based history of arms, armor, and impact. Comment below, what weapon or myth should we break next? In the end, the flail remains a symbol, not a solution, a reminder that sometimes, what looks deadly is deadly only in imagination. Next you will learn why longbows changed medieval warfare, but not how you think. Thanks for watching.